Welcome back to Your Day. School is back in session, and while kids are slowly getting back to a new routine, keeping kids at their peak emotionally will help them academically. Former U.S. Marine and mental toughness expert Eric Rittmeyer joins us with how to make sure your kids are on the right path. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Amanda, good morning. All they have to do is learn how to knit and everything will be okay.
Exactly. It is good for your mental health. It's good, right? Well, you're talking this morning about maybe a different strategy, though. The 3 N's. What is this?
Yeah, it's a pretty simple thing, right? It's name it, navigate, normalize it, navigate it. And what this means is, as it relates to feelings and emotions, you start off by naming it. Help your kids identify the emotion. Give them what I refer to as an emotional vocabulary to properly label what they're feeling. And then normalize it. Let them know it's okay. 100% of your feelings are okay. It's how you respond to those feelings that's important. And then navigate it. Once they understand the emotion, once they know it's real, once they realize they can and shouldn't try to turn it off, now we teach them the skills that we have as adults for how to navigate through it to make good decisions.
You know, and part of that is an emotional vocabulary, learning exactly what things mean.
It is. We have all this stuff, Amanda, with financial literacy, and I'm on a mission here to talk about emotional literacy. And this isn't just for children, it's for adults as well. And this is a very difficult thing about what I do. I try to teach adults things that teach their kids. A lot of times, adults don't even understand this whole emotional thing. So it's like, what do? I don't understand either. So it's a very difficult situation.
But when we have those facts and we learn, that will help us inform the way we feel, right?
Yeah, and it's talking with our kids and letting them know that just because we feel something doesn't mean it's real, doesn't mean it's accurate. Let's help facts guide our feelings. So when we have this, when something happens to our kids, let them know it's real, let them know it's normal, let them know it's okay, and then also help them to understand that this is normal. You're going to be experiencing stuff like this, and we have to be careful as adults, too. Our kids are amazing emotional detectives. They know the millisecond we're feeling a certain way, so you have to be really cautious of that and lead by example.
I love how you say, though, to use facts, though, to help guide them through the situation. Yeah, yes, what you're feeling is, yes, I see this. However, let's talk about what reality is, though, and it might be a little bit different than what we think and, what we're freaking out about, right?
It's really important because we have to remember here, our kids don't have the skills that we have. What we're trying to get them to learn right now are mechanisms, coping mechanisms to deal with adversity, to help them handle opposing points of view, things that we take for granted. Life is difficult, right? As parents, we innately want to protect our kids from any type of physical harm, mental harm, emotional harm. When it relates to these emotional things that they're going through, it's real important to allow them to experience it, guide them through, and let them know they're going to deal with this again in the future. This is the way we should handle it so we don't make really, really poor decisions.
But we want to make sure that we are talking with them on an appropriate age level because, kids who are maybe in kindergarten, we're on a completely different level here than when they're tweens or teens.
Yes, we don't have to try to explain quantum physics to our middle schooler if they're just asking a basic question. Let them ask the questions, give them answers, but give them follow-up, follow-up open-ended questions. Ask them, how do you feel about this? What do you think about that? Be honest with them, be upfront with them, let them know it's okay. But again, we don't have to go way above and beyond if they're just asking a very simple question.
And as you said, we have to be honest with them because the kids, they detect in a millisecond how we're feeling about something. They also know when we're not being honest with them, don't they?
Honesty is so critically important, Amanda, and it's also real important to listen, right? Not just with our kids, just in general. We have to start listening with the intent to understand as opposed to listening with the intent to reply. Our kids know, they recognize it. Although we've been through these things a million times, that feeling they have is new to them. They've never experienced it. Let them know it's real. Let them know we experienced it. Keep the communication lines open. And again, go back to the questioning. We learn a lot when we ask open-ended questions.
Yeah, it's not just yes or no. That's important as well. Eric, great strategies this morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Amanda, thank you for having me. It's great seeing you.
You bet. You too. Take care. Well, on the way, the Toledo Zoo. It's not